Mr. Chairman, during the break, I've just checked with my seconder, Councillor Foley, and we are happy with the change in the wording as proposed.
Okay, so through you, Mr. Chair, the mover and seconder aren't happy with that. Those words were carefully selected. Realistic, if you refer to a dictionary, is having or showing a sensible and practical idea of what can be achieved or expected. Attainable is a lot lighter, might refer to a goal, for example. So there is nothing wrong with the original selection that the mover and seconder put up. And at some point in this meeting, and this general process as a body, we need to get away from these semantics and deal with the real world. There is nothing wrong with the original proposition. So if somebody wants to speak to the difference between realistic and attainable, I want to hear from them, because frankly, realistic is better. And it's something that anybody out there can comprehend, including, I would suggest, Auckland Transport.
Okay, so we'll take a breath and we'll go back to your original proposal, your amendment that you put up, and we'll just vote on that. Wayne, if that's what you want.
We're talking about transport measures rather than climate measures. We're just talking about Auckland, not the whole planet. You know what I mean?
Point of order, Chair, and I'm sorry. Point of clarification. There seems to be several rewriting of an amendment halfway through two debates, and I know that's not your fault. But where do we rule on if the mover and the seconder have agreed to incorporate that? Then technically it's incorporated.
I don't know, I'll have to check with my staff, because way beyond my pay grade.
Can we just quit while we're ahead?
Yeah, so hang on, wait. Let's just... Yeah, so let's just keep everything on the level and stop a little... obviously, if that's going to be the case, we just need to try and sort this out. In terms of standing orders, I don't know. I'll have to check in and see where we sit with those, because Richard makes a fair point. So why don't we, can I suggest, we break for lunch? Take lunch. And over that lunch, we will get this sorted out. People can complain. We would have broken for lunch at 22 or 1:30 anyway. So let's take the break, and over that time we will sort out what's going on with the relevant people. We'll sort out what part of the world we're trying to influence or not, and we will come back and we will move on, and that's what we will do. So we will break. Can we put white smoke up the chimney? Not quite yet. It's still black. And
no,
so,
we're putting red smoke up.
Okay, so we will be back here at 1:05. How's that? Okay, lunch break.
Yeah, I had my hand up. I wasn't going to call a point of order, and I would have given you the point of order subsection, but I won't. I just wanted to put on the table what happens post this amendment by way of addition. If it gets done, and I know standing orders, I can tell you now, but I'll leave that to later. What I'm interested in now is post this amendment by way of addition. If it goes through, therefore then it becomes part of the substantive. What happens then in regards to the debate of the substantive, because we're currently debating the amendment? Am I correct in saying that if this goes through with the original from both councillors Walker and Lee, that if it goes through and is part of the substantive, we then go back to the debate? Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Thank you.
And you knew that. Another leading question, because you know standing orders. Okay.
One more point of order, Chair.
Is?
One more point of order, Chair. I see that I'm the only one on the list to speak next. So am I going to be the only one? I hope some of you guys jump in, because it's a bit awkward otherwise. And I just wanted to check, if it's incorporated, I do reserve my right to speak on D. I haven't had the chance to, so that'd be cool.
Your name is next on the list, Shane.
Next. Thank you.
Okay, break.